What is going on, YouTube? Luck here today. I'm going to bring you guys with the, as usual, as you guys probably would have expected earlier in the week, a post NJROD video because I'm lazy making every other video. So you know what? These are kind of easy for me to make, and it's literally just me playing COD. And even though this is my first game of the day, hopefully I don't, suck too bad, and I can get the points across to you guys about how my third NJROD ever went down. So let's get right into it. So we went under the organization of Aviate Gaming. That was the team we went as, and that was just the org that we represented. They didn't fund us in any way, but it was like a week till the event, so we were like, whatever, we'll just find an org. We couldn't really find one that would fund us, so we just said heck with it and went with some random org just to have a name, you know what I mean? Instead of going as some random kids. The guys were really supportive on Aviate and talking about how we were doing, tweeting out all day, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like supportive tweets all day. So that was really cool, but you guys probably don't care about that. You probably want to know how we did and how the matches went. So first we're like first in line on the non-pre-registered, so we had to wait till all of the people that pre-registered. We have to wait till all of them got in, and then once they all got in, we got to be able to go, and we were like the first ones. So we warmed up as soon as we could. We could only play one series against the team. Actually got shit on. We could only play one series against the team because of how many teams were coming in, how many teams wanted to warm up, which is respectable. I can't hate on that. So we played one series against the team. We absolutely demolished that team. I don't even know the kids' names, but it doesn't really matter, right? It was warm-up. So we beat them. A little bit of a confidence booster going into the day. And then we find out our first match is against some kids named Slice and Dice. That was their team name. I don't think that was their org. I actually don't know, but that was their team name. So face Slice and Dice. I don't know anybody on that squad. So I can't really say who was on it, but they were decent players. But we ended up starting off really hot right out of the gates into our first match. Played a Scorch hardpoint, I believe, and we beat them 250 to 70. We 70-point clubbed them, which was great. Those type of matches are great just to get your confidence up, you know what I mean, and get all the team's morale just up. So we 70-point clubbed them. We go to the second map of the series. And it was an uplink, which is probably our worst game mode going into the event, and we knew that. Like we knew that uplink was gonna be our worst game mode. So if we could steal an uplink in a series, we were most likely gonna win that series. So we are actually able to take the uplink against these kids, which was surprising. But we were absolutely dominating that map. Now that I think about it. I think I dropped 36 or something. Like I was just getting like 2 pieces, 3 pieces pretty easily. So we win that map 2-0. That series 2-0, I should say. And now it's like 9:30 in the morning, and we're on to round 2. And so we don't know how long we have to wait, but we just all head back to the hotel room and hang out and talk about what we can change to do even better than we did. Even though I don't think it was really possible to do better than what we did, because we literally were just demolishing those kids. So we sit in the hotel room for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and which was probably bad on our part because we didn't like keep our shots warm. We just like sat in the hotel room. But I mean, we couldn't really practice because everybody was on the stations and whatnot, so it really wasn't our fault, I guess. But yeah, so after the 2-hour intermission, we didn't really know how long it was going to be, but it ended up being 2 hours. And we ended up, I checked the bracket in the hotel room, and we ended up facing In Control. And this team is known to be a pretty dominant team, especially on LAN. Like, they usually place top 5 on PlayStation. I don't really know specifically what their past placements were. But I know people have been telling me that they were good. I faced them once online, and I beat them, but ended up going last map. So I knew they were like really good in respawn, and that would be our biggest challenge in the series. So we head into the match. I mean, we're pretty confident, but then again, like, we know who In Control are. We know that they are beasts. So we start talking about what we can do to try and favor this matchup towards us. And I think the first map was Throwback Hardpoint. Yeah, Throwback Hardpoint. And obviously, like I said, they most of the time they brag about their hardpoint game. Everybody knows they're a great hardpoint team. So we weren't nervous, but we knew what we were getting into going into this first map. And but Throwback is actually, I wouldn't say it's our worst map. It's definitely not our best map though. Throwback is like right there, smack in the middle, and so we just went into it with a positive mindset, and we ended up being able to take the hard point in the last like hill. We won 250 to 230. It was a wicked close match, probably the closest match of the LAN for us, and we were able to take it. So we all got hyped. There's a video of it. I'll probably play it right now. Alright guys, we're back, and so as you guys could have seen, we got pretty hyped after that. Wow, this game's about to end. Yo, I'm literally about to get tilted right now. Alright, well, that was a... I'll be back. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, you motherfuckers, I'm back. And this time we joined in mid-game, but it's not as bad. So let's get back to what I was talking about. So as you guys can see, right, we were getting hyped after that match, at that hard point. What kind of killed the vibe though was the second map was Frost Uplink, our literal worst map game mode combination in the game. Right, like there's nothing worse than that for us. So we knew, especially against In Control, like they're really good at hard point. That's what they specialize in. But we knew, we were like, all right, these guys, we gotta fucking turn up, right? And we really didn't at all. Like, we just went into that match. I don't know what we did wrong. Well, I don't know. We just have to work on that map, right? So we got demolished. Like, I think we lost by 10 points or so, 10 or 11 points in uplink. So that wasn't good. That was not fun. They were yelling at us. Literally, like, exactly the opposite of the first game. Okay, it was not a fun time at all. Not even close. But we went into third map, right? SND retaliation. We just had to go into it with a mindset like we didn't even just lose that map. You know what I mean? Like, just go into it like, whatever, man. Like, let's just fucking play. That's exactly what we did. We literally started the search like nothing happened, and it helped us because we were. There was a pretty big crowd around us, right? Like, there was a lot of distractions. We didn't let the distractions get to us. We pulled out the win in the end. I think the round count was 6-3 or yeah, 6-3. And it was like, wow, I just got turned on. I was 20 now. Just got fucked up. But yeah, we won 6-3 last map, and that was absolutely insane for us to be able to win like that. Like, every round was confident rounds too. Like, we won in a demanding fashion, and it was crazy because we just got blown out in the uplink. So for us to be able to do that right after, like act like it never happened, was just a great test of our patience, of our, like, I don't know the word, but it was a good game. So we sent In Control to losers bracket. It was an insane match, probably my funnest series I've ever played on LAN so far, and the closest series I've ever played on LAN, definitely. And now we're on to round 3 of winners bracket. Alright, so we played, what was their team name? Hybrid Gaming in round 3. And we knew for sure we could beat this team. Like, I think I knew one of the players on their team, and it was so frustrating because, like, whoever won this match went on to play Simp next round. And I don't know, man. Alright, so I'm gonna just not even end it. I'm just gonna talk to you guys one-on-one. So basically, how it went down was we play the first hard point breakout, okay? And I spawn in and I realize I have all default classes. All my classes reset when I went back to the main menu or something. I don't know what happened. All my classes reset. I didn't end the game. We played it through. I had to use a default gun, and honestly, we lost 250 to 210, and it was honestly such a close game. I'm not blaming it on the default class that I had to use, but that I had to use iron sights on the NV4, and there's no way I was going to gun anybody off of head glitches. Like, there was no way. So if I had a K-bar or at least an MV4 with ELO or something like that, at least I would have been able to win maybe 4 or 5 more gun engagements, which might have been able to help us hold down a hill and in the end win the game. I have no idea. We could have still lost if I had a actual gun, but it definitely threw my vibe off, which kind of sucked. And so we lost that first map by like 40 points, and I was pissed. My vibe was off. Like, whatever. We went down 0-1. We went into the uplink, precinct uplink, and I took out a K-bar. I just started playing more comfortable with the K-bar. It just felt nice instead of that default class I had to use. We ended up winning 7-3 in that uplink, and I think they scored a dunk in the last 10 seconds when we weren't even playing. So, and then it went. So now the series is tied 1-1 in winner's bracket, and we go to a Scorch SND as last map, and this was probably our worst SND map, I'd say, out of all of them, which kind of sucks. But we were doing pretty good on the day for search so far. So we went in confident. Aerox, my teammate, he was going absolutely off. Like, he got a 1v4, XS got a 1v3. I think I did the worst on the team. I think I was 3-7 or 3-8. I forget what I went, but like, the thing, I'm not blaming it on my vibe being off, but that's how it felt. And honestly, like, trying to play Surge when you're getting killed from the dumbest shit, like on Scorch, right? If you're a skinny bot with propulsion, you can see, you know what I mean, like over a bunch of stuff, like you can high wall run a bunch of stuff, and that's most of the time what I was getting killed from. So I was getting a little bit tilted, and we ended up losing that search 6-4, which was frustrating because the 2 maps that we lost that series, we lost the search 6-4, which is a close game, and we lost the hard point, which was by 40 points or so. Like, we scored 210, so that was definitely a close game. That came down to basically 1 hill also, which sucks. Like, it just is frustrating because I know if we beat that team, we would have at least been able to play Simp and then been 1 round further when we went to losers. So if we did, so like, I don't know, it's just frustrating. But we went on to losers bracket, and I forget what round in losers bracket we got put in, but we played the Mighty Midgets, I think. It literally sounds like a little league baseball team. Like, that's literally what it sounds like. But it was Scrappy's team. Scrappy, and I don't remember his teammates' names. But yeah, so they were like little kids that were yelling, high-pitched voices, stuff like that. Like, they were good, but that's like their main thing, is to try and get into your head with yelling and stuff. And there's a throwback hardpoint, which we played earlier in the tournament, but I feel like our vibe was just a little off after that loss. So it was very, very hard for us to like get anything going. But honestly, we were winning in the beginning of the game, and it was a close game to the end. We actually only lost 250 to 222. So literally came down to 1 hill again, like close match again. The only map that we lost on LAN that was not close was the Frost uplink against In Control, and we ended up winning that series anyway. So like, not that it really mattered, but so that kind of sucks that they were all close games, Oshi, and we could have been able to pull it out if we just clutched up on 1 hill, played a hill differently, like played one thing differently, and we probably would have been able to pull out a few of those matches. So it kind of sucks. we ended up placing 7th through 9th. They didn't have specific placements after like 4th or 5th, so it said we got 7th through 9th, which out of, I think there was almost 30 teams. I forget exactly how many teams there were, but not bad. I mean, it's our first LAN on PlayStation, and the competition is a lot better here, so I think that we did fine. It was our first LAN together also, like first time teaming with these guys, so I was not disappointed when we lost. I mean, I was, because I knew it was like a frustrating loss. Like, they were all close games that we lost, so. But overall, had a fun experience. Obviously, you gotta play with people that you enjoy playing with and are just like friends with, you know what I mean, and that you could hang out with outside of game. And that's exactly what we did. Like, we went out to eat the night before, the night after, like, just, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So the whole experience was great. I really loved it. It's one of my funnest weekends I've had in a really long time. So hopefully next one, I think they announced it, it's March 4th. Hopefully that one we can just capitalize on those small things, work on our uplink, and I mean, we did prove a lot of people wrong, I believe, by sending in control to losers, and all of our matches were wicked close, even though nobody thought they would be. So, like I said before, it kind of sucks that we weren't able to place a little bit better, because we did perform really, really well, and I feel like nobody. The good thing also was nobody really costed on LAN. Like, and I don't like to use the word costed, like, oh, somebody costed or something, because, like, I don't know, it's a team game, so, like, for someone to cost, you have to do really bad, you know what I mean? Like, you really have to throw the game, and I always think that if you lose a match, it's not all on one person, unless they're doing really, really bad, and nobody did on our team. Like, it was, everybody had a even contribution. Like, some of us had better search games, and then some of us had better respawn games, and so it kind of just came down to, you know, who was on that map. But oh, there he goes. And so yeah, it kind of frustrating, but we're not letting it get to us. We're gonna bounce back, go to the next one, and I think we have 2 months or a month and a half or so to the next one, which is insane because for this LAN we only had how much? We had like 2 weeks total to practice. I think we had a week and a half or so. So I'm not disappointed at all with our placings. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, I guess, guys. That kind of sums it all up. That was the NJROD January 7th post video. I know this is kind of long, but if the game didn't end like 3 times, and I didn't have so much to talk about, then hey, maybe it would have been shorter. But whatever. We'll I'll think about changing it up next time, maybe for the next event, and we can make a shorter video or something like that. Actually, I hope it's a longer video, more matches to cover. That's what I'm hoping. But anyways, before I keep rambling on, I want to thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I've been on that stream grind every single day, literally, like, I think I've been streaming every single day since I came home from NJ. Oh, he must got turned on. And so make sure you tune into my stream when you guys see this. It's going to be down in the description below, twitch.tv/followthelock. It's the same thing as my YouTube. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment your thoughts underneath. I'll leave my Twitter and shit in the bio. You guys can contact me if you need me for anything. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out. And stuff like that and how we were doing. Oh my god.